Hey everyone, Clay Plays Games here, and today I am back with more LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. I've got another fun episode for y'all, but before we go into it, if y'all enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share this with your friends, share this with your family, share this with whoever. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss any of my videos when they go up. Also, if you feel like becoming a member, want to see these videos early, or just want to help out fund the channel, make sure to check out the link down in the description below, or the link on my channel page. And also, don't forget to use Clay Plays Games in the Fortnite item shop. That's ClayPlayzGames, all capitalized or all lowercase, all put together in a nice little row. So let's get into it. I need to not waste so much time this episode. And if you've watched the past two episodes, I've kind of rambled on quite a bit and haven't done a whole lot of work. Okay, that's a lie. I technically have. If you don't know what's going on, I am currently working on a village on the water, and this was an idea I got just a while back, and I think that I probably got this idea months ago, but I never really tried to do anything about it just because it didn't sound like it would work. But I mean, it could have been a nice idea. I also have an idea, which I don't know if that would work at all, but imagine making a boat or a flotation device with a village square on it, and then you move it out into the water and everything. It's pretty much a mobile village, which I don't know if that would be possible. I would love to see like recommendations for how I can make that possible. Because imagine making like a giant vehicle that you can use to kind of drive across the land or float across the water, and it has a village square on it, and it legitimately works with villagers on it. I'd love to see that. But I need to finish up the garden, I need to work on the pavilion, and one more build. So I've got an idea of what I want to do. I want to start with the garden just because it was the last thing I was working on, and I think it will work. I don't know how far out I'm gonna do it or how far back, because I do think putting a bridge here would be nice. I still have a plan for doing a bridge here. I'm gonna make it possible to do a bridge somewhat everywhere. That's kind of the idea. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work on this. I farmed up just a little bit more just to get it all done. I have 6. I can place 6. So that doesn't give me a whole lot of options. That's fine. Well, I mean, I could start with just, yeah, I could just do this and get it set up that way. Yeah, that should be fine. I mean, it's gonna take me some more time to get it the way I want, but that's pretty much how much, like, how many rows or how long it's gonna be. So 3 each, but there's like 1, 2, there's 4 rows on both sides. So a total of 8 rows with a total of 3 for each kind of food. So corn, wheat, I'm stalling because I have an itch. Some berries, maybe some chilies, maybe some bananas. I don't know. We'll see what kind of food. But I want to finish this up. All I gotta do is just a few simple things. So let me place that. And then I can finish up with this. It looks nice. I don't think I'm going to extend it out anymore. If I did this differently, I probably would have moved this back just a few more inches, but I wanted to line it up with the front of the houses for some odd reason. I don't know why. Plus, I left a good... I left a pretty wide gap. We'll see how this turns out, but expect redesigns. So in future videos, if you see that the build looks a little different compared to what it is right now, just know that I went in on my own and just decided to resize it and change it up the way I would want it. So, because I think if I extended it out just a little bit more, I could get it to work. Because overall, it looks nice. I like it. It's just I could have done it a little bit better. So expect some changes with this, and it's gonna be all right. No one worry about it. It's gonna work out just fine. So I have to work on the. I've got to work on the pavilion next. And I'm just trying to think of how I'm gonna do it. My first thought is going over to the Pleasant Park pavilion build, because they have the arches that I'm kind of looking at and thinking of using. So I might do that, but is there a wall that works with that? Or a pillar? Uh, I don't know. I might have to go without it. So we'll have to see how this turns out. Uh, if I do the bridge, I can't line it up with the wall, can I? That's gonna make it rough, isn't it? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I just have to... I guess I have to line it up somehow correctly, which is gonna be a problem. And I can't... Man, I'm... Oof. Problem is, I don't know where to actually start this. Actually, hold on. I got a better idea. Let me try something. Because this way I know where the start is. Because that's the middle. This is definitely the middle. So what I could do... Oh, wait a minute. Because I could set that up. Okay, I'm getting an idea. Let me flow with this idea. Let me see how this plays out. Y'all are thinking I'm about to go crazy. I haven't even begun to start going crazy. So, if we set it up like this, because this is the bridge. Well, it's not going to be this exactly. I mean, I could just do the foundations and then build upon it. Because I thought of doing somewhat of an arch bridge, like where it has kind of a little hill that you kind of go over. I don't know, it's like an arch bridge. Or I could just go flat, just like this. You know what? Let's do that. If I can do the right piece. And I'll build into it. I'll build it into the ground and let that kind of line up. Okay. And it looks a little funky, but that's alright. It has dirt on it. Don't worry about it. It's just where everyone's been wiping off their feet at the very foot of it, the very front. So that's our bridge. I'll work on that. I kind of didn't mean to get that done. Now, is that a regular fishing hole, or is that like a new, like a purple one? It looks purple from here, but maybe that's just the color distortion, the way that's confusing me right now. I don't know. But I think this is rot. I'm hoping this is rot. That looks about rot. Let me try something. Let me see here. The pavilion would be... I mean, it's pretty much going to be the exact same length. I just want to make sure that that's how that's done. Okay. Now, what did they do about the corners? It's hard to tell. I'm sorry. It looks like there's a corner piece, but I can't see if that's what that actually is, or if I'm completely wrong. No, I think it's just another arch. I think the whole thing is just an arch type build. So, but do I? Hold on. You know what? I want to do that instead. It's just I have to fool around with it until I can figure out what I like about it and what I don't. Because can a regular... I don't hate that. I actually don't hate that. Okay, so now we have a setup. We have something to legitimately go off of, and I think this will work. Now, as far as the roofing goes, I'm not going to do the triangle, the corner pieces. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is the same roof style that I've done these houses, and it's going to face the same way too. Okay, I think that's what I want. I think, because honestly, there's no telling if this is rot. I could be doing this completely wrong, and I won't know until this video comes out. So, you know, here's hoping. But I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to start... Oh, you know what? No, I don't want to do that build for that. Let me go over to a different color, like a different shading. I think what I need is the... what was it called? Not Raven's Roost. It's like it's one of the Star Wars ones. Which one is it called? Imperial Survivor? Yeah, this one. Does that... but it's not the... Because I wanted to have a different... Hold on, hold on. Am I good with that? Does that look... That looks off. I don't like that now. I thought I would. You know what? Let me go shopping for roof pieces. Let's see. What do we like most? Huh. This is where I really need to be. Okay, the knightly gable. But the medieval one too. There's the... Man, I don't hate the stone look. But I also like the... I like the beachside boulevard one though. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that one in mind. Let's see what else there is. Okay, so I'm gonna do the beachside boulevard for the roof. I'm actually good with that one. I mean, it works. It's just I was having a rough time trying to figure out, well, which one do I really want to do. If it looks weird, I might end up changing it back to the corner pieces. I mean, we'll see. But this also technically means I have to do this build as well. I see why you don't do these. I see why they do the corner pieces first, or instead, because there's no walls that you have to really look at. It's just all the interior of the roof. Which I don't know how I'm explaining that properly. Let me just show you what I mean. Because what's the inside? Yeah, you just see the blue, the underneath of it. There's no white wall to look at. There's no... I don't know. I think you might understand what I mean, but at the same time, I can understand if you're confused. So if you're confused, don't worry about it. I wasn't making sense to begin with. So... But let me... But see, I would keep it like this. I wouldn't cover it up with any kind of flooring. So it's gonna just stay like this. Although, imagine having an opening in the middle. No, I'm not gonna do that. The idea was there, but we're not gonna do that. I'm hoping that's right. That looks right. I'm gonna go with it. I'm hoping. I'm letting fate decide. And if it turns out good, then I'll trust the process. And one there. Okay. So I'm gonna finish this side up and then do the roof piece, the rest of the roof, the long pieces. And then once I'm finished with this, I'm actually going to start working on a restaurant build. That's the next plan, and I'm going to try and get that done in this video as well. So, a lot of stuff to do, my friends. But don't you worry. Clay is on the case. I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking of, like... It was a weird little Paw Patrol reference, which I've never watched it, except when my cousins were around, like, over at the house. Like, they'd be... Little kids are weird, man. Like, the shows that come out nowadays, I can barely keep up. I had stuff like Dora the Explorer. Explorer? God, I can't even remember what the show's called. I had Dora, I had Yo Gabba Gabba. I had some good shows back in the day. Nowadays, everyone's got... They got Bluey, they got Cocomelon. I don't know. Just a lot of weird stuff nowadays. But it's funny, that's what they're gonna... Sorry, I can't even speak. That's what they're going to look back on, shockingly. And just think, yeah, that was the good times. Those were the good old days. I also want to apologize again. I don't mean to go on tangents, but sometimes when I'm on a roll, I do what I can with it. Also, how am I supposed to do these builds? I've never actually tried to do these angled builds. So I don't know if they, if they'd work. I don't know. I don't know what I would need to use those on. But that's done. Somewhat. The roof part is done. I don't know if I'm going to do a flooring yet. I think... How does the actual one look compared to this? So, oh god. Hold on, wait a minute, I can actually get a better look maybe. So, I mean, the flooring technically starts... Oh, that roof would have been better, wouldn't it? No, never mind. That's just the way it looked. It was the red highlight over it made it a darker shade of blue, which would have been nice. That's fine. So the flooring... Okay, so flooring first is what I'm getting at. Okay, so let's do that then. Do I want it like this? I think I do. Okay, that should be right. Okay, good. If you notice, it kind of works in nines instead of nons, each house and everything. You have the 9 center blocks here. For the flooring, you've got the 9 roof pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, 8 for that, so that doesn't work. But 9 things of the wall, like 9 walls. Nope, actually that's 12 walls. I can't do math apparently. Don't trust me to be your math teacher, okay? I can help you count up to maybe 10, but that's it. You can't trust me to do anything else. Okay, so we got that. Do I want to place a floor piece? Again, I have to look back at this to get a good reference point. Okay, so there's like pieces in the... Okay. So I just gotta do that. Essentially what I've done is build the same thing, just a little bit bigger and a different roof. But I think it works. I honestly think that this works. Especially for where this is at in the village itself. Oh, hold on. There we go. And then done. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I mean, it works. And then I'll put some fences around. I don't know if in the end I'll end up placing like a floor piece to kind of cover the entire village. I don't know, considering I also have this to deal with. Plus, yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to leave it the way it is. So all this foundation stuff is probably going to end up staying regardless. That's fine. So I think the next thing to do is work on... Is that right? I'm gonna say that's right. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. Let me see. Let's go back to the original. Everyone, let's do our homework. It's actually hard to tell. Hold on. Can I get a better view, please? I wish it would just let me look at how the thing is instead of saying object is too far away and then it doesn't show me. I want to be able to see. I know I can't build it. I just want to see it. Okay, fine. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. It was right there. No, the flooring is not underneath those. So I did mess up. So let's go through. I'm going to be very careful and not break the foundation. Okay, well, that could have gone better. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then once this is finished, the pavilion will technically be done. And then we will work on the restaurant. And I'm going to try and be quick about that one. I got too focused with this. I was trying to kind of hurry. And in doing so, I kind of messed up a little bit. But don't worry, we got it. I figured it out. I got all the issues handled. This looks really cool. This is a good little village that I've got myself here. I might just stay here permanently. I mean, I'll make more villages and everything, but this is a really nice one to kind of just stay at. And they're simple. I love how simple they are. You got a basic beachside boulevard house, a basic Pleasant Park build, basic log cabin build, and they're all the same layout, the same pattern, same everything. That's what I find most amusing, is that they're pretty much the same, just with different, well, not different roofs, but different maybe windows. Actually, the windows are the same here. It's pretty much just different flooring, essentially. I think for most of them. Did I go for a basic wood one in here? No, I did the granite one. Yeah, that's right, I did granite. Okay. Which, looking back now, kind of looks a little weird, but I'm willing to keep it the way it is. Okay, so that's all done. How much do I have of everything? It should be fine considering I'm going to be working with granite and not the Pleasant Park stuff. So, let's go over to the Durr Burger restaurant. Is that the right corner piece? I can never tell. I guess we'll find out. So, one of you here. And guess what? It's going to be the exact same loadout. But I might actually do the roof differently on this one. Just because of the way it's kind of formed. So let's get that one. I don't know if this is going to turn out right. It might turn out poorly. I'm going to make sure it looks pretty nice. I mean, I want it to look great, but if it turns out to just be nice, I think I'm okay with that. And again, I'll work on windows last, or just like in my off time. I won't worry about it at the start, just because that's pretty much just detailing. I don't want to stress myself out over that yet. I just want to get the build itself done. So that's why I'm doing it the way I am. Let me do the black and white checkerboard kind of look to this thing. Plus, it reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's, which, if you haven't seen the trailer for the second one, it's been out for a good while. I'm actually kind of excited. I watched the first one, but I didn't go to the theaters to see it. I saw it when they were putting that on Peacock for streaming, because they did both streaming and the theaters at the same time. I enjoyed it. I mean, probably expecting a little more out of it, but hey, for their first attempt, it's not too terrible. I remember back in the day, which is like 10 years, like pretty much 10 years ago, roughly, just around that era when Five Nights at Freddy's first came out. I remember all like the fan-made trailers. There was a rated R, like there was a trailer for a rated R Five Nights at Freddy's live-action movie, and I was convinced it was real. That's how convincing it was, because I genuinely thought it was going to be like the real Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Okay, that's not bad. Now, the thing is, with the roof the way it is, we don't have the... Wait a minute. Hold on. Do we have the half wall? We don't. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to do the roof the same. I wanted to. I thought about it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the takeout one. Which, I don't know... Is that right? Is that supposed to be looking like that? I hope so. I'm gonna have to test it out. That's the thing. Okay, that's right. That just looked weird for some odd reason. Sorry, pressed the wrong button. Okay, so this is all good. I'm gonna go ahead and place another one here just to go ahead and get that started, and then I'll work on the rest. So overall, this isn't turning out bad. This is actually fairly decent as far as all these builds go that I've done. I mean, this is just enjoyable. This is me taking the time to really relax and just do my own thing. Obviously, I want to try, like, I want to say bigger and better things, but I just want to try new things and just attempt to do things that I probably never would have thought to do at the start. And I don't really know what that would all entail, but I don't know, I just love being creative and just making things. Whether or not it looks simple, I mean, that's kind of just, you know, pretty much your own opinion, whether or not you think it's simple or not. But sometimes I kind of just like simple. I'm not too focused on getting it to look, you know, fancy or anything. I just want the idea to be in place. And there we go. We have ourselves a Durr Burger restaurant. Just like that. It looks nice. Now, again, obviously, I'm going to need to work on an interior. Well, not an interior, but maybe more of a... What am I thinking? I got to make a kitchen. I have to work on the interior and make a kitchen somewhere. So that's still going to take its own time. Do I want to do that or that? I'll just do that one for the roof. I haven't worked on the other ones for the roof. Well, roof. I say this part of the roof, technically, I guess. It's just to kind of cover it up. That way it looks more pleasant, I guess. I don't know. Let me just show you what I mean for those that haven't seen it. Whereas this stuff is all open and there's plenty of space. The reason for that, for all 3 of these houses, is because I want to do a second floor in each one, and I have to build a staircase in order to do that, and then I gotta find a spot to put it. So some of these things are just kind of things I'm gonna do in my off time, not necessarily on camera. I just want to get like the big important builds done. So like I wanted to get that done, I wanted to get the pavilion done, and I wanted to get this done. But I won't lie, I think I want to go ahead and finish, not really finish up, but I want to attempt to do the kitchen. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. Probably should have thought about that more. But, I mean, as long as it's center, right? It just needs to be center somewhere. And then it needs plenty of room. I need to think more about how to do these. I mean, I could try that there. Would that be an issue? I want plenty of room, but I don't want it to be too far out, too far in. It's hard to tell, personally. I'll start with that, and then we'll just go from there. Is that right, or is that wrong? That's wrong. This is what I needed. And then we just do the same thing. Okay. So then I got like you'll have your counters here, then you go in and then you'll have like the rest of your stuff. You know what? Yes, no. What if? Let me try something. I want the doorway. How close can I get the doorway? And where does it need to be at? Does it need to be like this? It probably needs to be like that, to be fair. I don't know. That kind of sticks out. Let's just see how it turns out. Let's play with it a little bit. I didn't mean to play with it like that. Hold on. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Well, what I can do is just move these back. And then we just replace it. Replace it all. I don't know, should we have 2 kitchens or one be a kitchen, one be a restroom? What do you think? Maybe this is storage or something? I don't know. I honestly don't know. How much room is there technically in here? Do I have what I need for a grill? I didn't even... Obviously, I usually roll to do these, but I just wanted to see how much room there was. If there's enough to do 2. Okay, hold on. Definitely not enough to do 2, but I could fit 1 in here. Or I could do it like this and split it up that way. Or have it in front of the door. I like it there. And I'm gonna keep that there. I don't have what I need for an oven yet, but the oven can probably go in here. So I'm gonna do that. Although, no, wait a minute. What if I... The oven will go in here. I have decreed it so. The oven will go in there, and the grill, or grills, will go in here. And I no longer have light. I need more torches. Okay, so I think, just from looking at it, let me change that out real quick. And place those here. Okay. Eventually, I will add some lights. I'll get all that sorted. But you go in here, and then as soon as you walk in, this is pretty much the main kitchen, essentially. And then in here is going to be where the oven is. I think that's a good idea. Because I can't do two along. I can. God, I can. Holy crap. Holy. Okay. Hold on. Just let me explore. Let me goof around for a little bit. Okay, 2 grills there. That probably works better. Yes? No? God, that's hard to tell. Because you can have grills here, then you can have your lockers here. But if I did this, I can also close it off and have a wall. I don't know, it's weird because I'm now having to think about it. But I don't know... Because I had to do that one. So 2 of these should equal these, right? So if I just do... I'm just gonna play around with it. Let's see how this goes. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, and that's center. Oh, but I could have... I guess I could do the same thing here. Alright, we're renovating. We just started, but we're renovating already. That's the motto way. If it doesn't look right, just go ahead and renovate it. No sense in, letting it stay this way and change it. And I don't know what I'm saying. Don't wait to change it. Just go ahead and change it if you don't like it. And then if you think it looks weird later on, then just change it again. But in here, you've got your grills. Oh, what if I do one on... See, this is what I mean. As soon as I get a different idea, I want to play with that and see how that goes. So, 1 there. 1 there. Okay, now I like that better. Do I have planks? I have planks. Let me go to... I believe it's in one of these. Is it still in the Durburger? It's not. Hold on. I got an idea. Don't rush me. Okay. How does that look? Oh, I could do that, couldn't I? How about 1, 2, 3? Yeah, I think that's even. Okay, so I think that works. I honestly think that works. I could... Do I want to... No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't space it out even more. I totally shouldn't do that. Hold on. Let's see what happens. I know I'm just kind of wasting time, but I just want to test it out. Not enough resources. But it would go in the center. But that would make everything else look weird, wouldn't it? Okay. I just wanted to test it out. That's all. What if... And go with me on this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2... Yeah, okay. So for right now, storage is going to be right here for all the food things. So we got it to work, and I like this a lot better. We got the 2 grills in here. We got some storage. The oven is going to go in here. Probably right there, maybe. We'll see. I'll make a counter, a menu system, a place for people to dine and eat and enjoy the food. And it's going to look really nice. Okay, so I know I kind of fooled around on that last bit. And that's okay. I just wanted to make sure it was what I wanted. Again, that's dadgummit game. Anytime I look at the certain... I want to select it. I don't want to just deposit a certain amount. I just want to choose it and then add. Why does the game make it so hard for me to do certain things? And then I gotta take back 2 of those. Okay, so that's done. I got it all sorted. So now the plan is for me to work on the bridge somewhat, get that kind of sorted. And it's going to stay that thin. It's not going to change size. It's going to stay this. It's going to stay this way. I'm just going to add on. I might add a flooring. I'll add a flooring, and then I will add a fence along the sides, and then that's what we'll do there. Again, the garden will change size. There might be a bridge going that way. I think there's going to be a bridge on all four sides. It just depends on, you know, how well it goes and how well it looks. Because that might be that could be the only bridge. We will see. But I'm actually going to let this finish up so I can upgrade the village just one time. Typically, I would roll to upgrade, but again, I'm kind of taking a break until I'm finished with this village. Then we'll be right back with rolling D20 dice and letting it determine my fate. So I'm just gonna wait for this to finish. And also, if you made it to this far, made it this far into the video, remember there is a contest as of this recording. There is still a contest going for the village names. So, again, make sure to suggest a color for the village, an emblem, like which emblem for me to put, and then the name. And then once you do that, I'll see it and I will write it down. I will assign a number to it. And then once that entire list has been filled, 1 through 20, I will roll the D20 dice. Whatever it lands on, that is the village name and the color and emblem. That's what we will be going with. So again, if you want to get involved and want to participate, make sure to do that. Make sure to suggest stuff in the comments. So, hey, I want to kind of get y'all involved in a way that doesn't always necessarily mean a contest every time, but it's something fun and simple. So I really want to see y'all participate in this one. And again, there's 3 villages as of this moment. So suggest as many names as you want. You could technically suggest 3, 1 for each place, and then I'll just make sure to write them down. But yeah, just make sure to do that. And with that, we already have the materials to upgrade, so let's go ahead and get that done. I'll need 20 planks, and I'll go ahead and you know what? Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna do too many. I'm gonna put the 20 in there, but I'm not gonna upgrade yet. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do, but it's gonna be fun. And hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, because I definitely did. But if y'all did and want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to comment down below saying you want more. Make sure to leave a like on the video, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share this with your friends, share this with your family, share this with whoever. They'd probably love to see that. Videos like this for sure. Make sure notifications are also turned on. That way you never miss a video when it goes up. Also, don't forget to check out the channel page or the link in the description for my membership options, because they're they're cheap. They are cheap. There's new badges, some really cool badges, and you also get members only perks that some people wouldn't get, members only videos. So again, check those out if you really want to help out the channel and help fund projects. And also, don't forget to use Clay Plays Games in the Fortnite item shop. That's ClayPlayzGames, all capitalized or all lowercase, all put together in a nice little row. And I will see you on the next one. So, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video, and have a great day.